Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. Yep, still been praying for us. And one of the things that I was reminded of today that was brought to my mind a couple days ago. I heard somebody talking about being able to tell people no when it's time to say no, and how we don't have to be apologetic, so to speak. But if you choose to offer a reason with it, that's fine. Um, and I know that's something that I've been working with for a while, because I would find myself doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do, but because I felt like it was expected of me, or that somebody was, looking for me or whatever, I would do it despite how I felt. And I've shared with y'all how the Holy Spirit very bluntly told me that I was not going to get a reward for all that stuff that he did not assign. And he simply said, you know, you ain't get no reward for all that, right? And when I asked him to further tell me, and some of you have heard this before, but when I really started saying, what you mean? And he said, you did that out of obligation. That was an assignment. And he went on to tell me, probably a week or so later, as I continued to meditate on it, he was like, I don't grade what I didn't assign. And because I was a teacher, much like the parables, I suppose, he broke it down to me like he would do, like Jesus did, talking about fish or talking about farming or whatever. The Holy Spirit broke it down to me in teaching terms. And he said, if you told somebody to go home, if you told your class to go home and do page 100, numbers 1 through 10, and or you told them to go, and do numbers 1 through 10, and they went home and did 100 pages, you're not getting ready to grade all that, because you don't grade what you didn't assign. So, and all that just came back to me just now, but it ties in with what I wanted to tell you. So when I was thinking about the power of no, it's like I could see, and I wish I could speak in 3D so that the words would come out of my mouth. But it's like I saw this no coming out, going to somebody, right? And as the NOOO came out, the N was towards them and the O's were towards me. But while it was a no to them, it was on to me. And I believe that on was on purpose. We have to be on point. Yeah, I told y'all sometimes with this camera I'm sorry. But that no to the other person is on to me. It's time for me to be on purpose. We talked about taking this leap of faith. Leap again is what I heard him say close to a week ago. Leap again. If we're going to leap, we better double down. Get rid of everything that is a distractor, everything that doesn't matter. As I was preparing to get on, it's like I saw just this fluttering, this flutter. And it was a scared flutter. It was a scared flutter now. But I believe somewhere in there, those wings begin to gain strength. That fluttering starts taking us higher. It reminded me I've heard people talk about how they get thrown in to learn how to swim, and it's do or die. And they get to doing something, dog paddling something, because they get to moving. Well, I'm believing that once we're out there on that ledge and you jump, I ain't gonna free fall. Hear what I'm saying? This one ain't gonna free fall. I'm about to flutter. And after a while, I believe I'm gonna be able to flap. Okay? I might start fluttering, but I believe at some point there's going to come a flap. And it ain't going to be that scared flutter no more. I'm going to gain strength and I'm going to begin to rise. So I hope you got something out of it. My main point is, in this season, let your no be with purpose. Remember that as you're having to tell someone no for something they want you to do, for somewhere they want you to be, for whatever, as you're saying no to them, you're getting on purpose. Their no is your on point, on purpose. I just believe we have what it takes to win. He wired us to win. So let's do it, y'all. This has been One Moment with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment of momentum producing motivation, inspiration, all the emotions y'all need. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you gotta flutter before you can fly. But flying is in our future. I love y'all.